Hi everyone, this is fucking Ramos giving you a new episode of Destiny. Now, I'll give him tips and tricks on how to take down Crota as a supporter of the group. This time I'm going to show you some tips of how to run the sword. Some people have different methods of how to run the sword. I have my own, which works pretty fine for me. If you have your own and it works, then stick with it. But this is for the people who want to learn how to use the sword. Now, first, your main priority as a Swordbearer, you cannot get hit. If anything else, you have to make sure that you're always away from danger. Now, of course, my team here is just going to take out most of the acolytes here in the Swordbearers. And of course, by doing the ammo glitch to take down Crota. For me as a Swordbearer, there's a few steps that I created to make sure that I hit Crota enough to bring him down on the last round of hitting Crota. And then there's a step to where you don't hit him too much that he doesn't go in rage too soon. First, I break it down into 3 rounds. Each round consists of you taking down the Swordbearer, and then there's 2 passes for each round. The first, when you take down the Swordbearer for the first time, that's round 1. You go hit Crota when he kneels down, that's the first pass. You go cloak, Crota gets back again, then your team takes him down again, that's pass number 2. Now, on the first round, I strongly recommend you try to get 7 hits in total between the 2 passes. If you can get 7 hits in there, on the second round you get another 6. By the time you get to the last round, round number 3 of hitting Crota, Crota will have such a little health left that you may have to hit him 4 times at the most, and he's down. So as a Swordbearer, waiting for my team to get together. Now, I have Galahorn. It just helps out a lot if you do. If you don't, you have Ward of Crota, use that. But as a Swordbearer, you use your heavy to take down the Swordbearer. Your friends are saving up the heavy for Crota. But if they can spare some, great. But as a Swordbearer, your main priority is to take down that Swordbearer as quick as possible, helping your friends taking down that Swordbearer. So, first of all, to be a Swordbearer, you can be any class you want. Titan, Warlock, Hunter. To make the easiest possible run at Crota, yes, Hunter. Now you have to set up where if you kneel down, you go cloak. And see how quickly they took him down, that's teamwork there. And to make sure that you go have the ability when you melee Crota, you go cloak. So here, I go cloak, I'll tell him to hit him. You make sure you look at his health. Right here's the 3 hits. I never do 4 hits on the first pass on Crota because you may not get in time. If you do 4 hits on the second pass, then if you don't get that 4th hit, you can at least escape quick enough to get the hell out of there like I did. Now, some people like to run back inside. What I like to do instead, I like to go back into the ogre room. I don't have to worry about boomers because I can set myself up where I can just go cloak and safely walk across the other side without worrying about boomers hitting me, because some people like to just run back inside as soon as that's done, and depending on who you are or maybe just bad luck, you could probably get hit by the boomers and get killed. And Swordbearer goes down, if you don't have a backup one, that's pretty much a wipe. So I safely make it across. Crota, if you hit him 7 times on the first pass, which I highly recommend to do, that's where his health should be, right there, right on the comma. If you can, fucking trolls. If you can get Crota's health down to half on the first pass, you're golden. All you got to do from there is just hit him 6 times on the second round and about 4 times on the third round, and he's down. You don't really have to do that much. But if you were unsuccessful hitting him the 7 times on the first round, that's fine. That's what the second round is for, and where you can go ahead and hit him the 7 times. Make sure you hit him 3 times on the first pass, 4 times on the second pass, so that way you do have enough time to go cloak on the first pass, and on the second pass you have time to where as soon as you hit him the 4th time, you have enough time to get the hell out of there. So easy enough. Swordbearer's down. Use my galleys, they use their heavies and snipers. Easy takedown. Now, your teams, if they're really good, they'll throw grenades down there to protect you against the trolls. This is, make sure when you go cloak, look at his health. That's how you can tell when to hit him. You drop the sword, you shank him. You have plenty enough time to back away, and I strongly recommend you back away from him. They hit him again. I hit him my third time, I'm sorry, on that one, because I already did my 7 hits on the first pass. It's just to make sure you're calculated, you're accurate, and you make sure that you don't take down so much of Crota's health that it goes in rage early on before the ogres come out. It's just safer for you to do that way. That way, if you, on the second pass, if Crota's getting up too quick, you have the time to get the hell out of there, instead of trying to get those hits early on the first pass. So again, as a Swordbearer, your main focus is to not take any damage at all. If you don't have any equipment or any armor, if you don't have Mask of the Third Man for the Hunter, and you can regain health, then your main priority is to not get hit at all. You don't take risks. Let your team handle most of the enemies, and you don't expose yourself to any kind of danger. That's why you need a good team like the one that I'm running with. So here is when you use your cloak the most. And once you come across, the first person to come across after this, you protect your teammates. You take down those trolls, especially the cursed ones. You protect your teammates, they make it across safely. We don't have to worry about wiping. A little bit of overkill on that one, but you know, whatever, it's the last pass. You can see Crota's health in a little bit, and this is where it's ideal for him to be at on the last round of hitting Crota. Now, I can't really suggest any other tips except for the ones that I'm giving you right now. It's only because this is how I was able to count how many hits I gotta hit him, how many times I have to hit him per session, and see where his health's at. On the last round, he's done. Now, there are two kinds of Swordbearers. Some Swordbearer wants to have the Swordbearer guy as close to Crota as possible to pick up the sword. Some people like to have him right down there in the middle to take him out. Personally, for me, I can go either way, but I prefer the Swordbearer to be closer to Crota than anything else. Now, the reason why is, first, is that if the Swordbearer is down there in the middle and you take him down easily, yes, you can take down the Swordbearer so easily when it's that close and he has no cover. The problem is that when you pick up the sword, there's a timer that starts of when you can hang on to the sword before it disappears. And unlike the ones in the missions, this sword does not glow, give you any kind of indication when it's about to disappear. So if I gotta pick up the sword from down there, I have a long run ahead of me to take down Crota in the amount of time that I have before the sword disappears. That's why I prefer to have the Swordbearer out there. It's a little bit more dangerous, yes, but if you know what you're doing, you don't have to take that many hits. The Swordbearer goes down, I pick up the sword, and I got maximum time to hang on to the sword for my teams to take down Crota's shield, and I'm able to land the final blow. Alright, so this is the last one. I have no problem using as much heavy ammo as I can. He goes down easily like that. You be careful against any kind of thralls. Make sure you don't get hit by Crota, by the boomers. And this is the best part for me. When you're as a Swordbearer and you tell them hit him, it's like almost like you're calling for an airstrike and your team just takes them down. That's 1, 2, 3. You go cloak, step away from him, because sometimes it gets glitchy, and if you're close to him, he'll just smack the shit out of you. They take him down, 1, 2. I didn't have to hit that third time, so really it's 5 hits. I got my cross of Crota, easy run, and it's all thanks to my teammates. So number one priority, don't take any risk as a Swordbearer. You don't get hit, you don't take chances or anything else. That if you go down, there's only one Swordbearer, it's a complete wipe. Number 2, you count on your friends to make sure that when you hit them, you tell them to hit, they hit. You look at Crota's health. As soon as that white armor goes down, the white health, his armors go down, that's when you can go and start hitting him. You don't have to wait for him to kneel down. As soon as you look at that and it goes down, that's where you can hit him, and that's how you're able to get 4 hits, get the hell out of there. So remember, we have 3 rounds. On the first round, on the first pass, hit him 3 times. On the second pass, hit him 4 times. On the second round, you hit him 3 times on the first pass, 3 times on the second pass. On the last round, to be safe, on the first pass, you hit him 3 times. Can you hit him 4 times? Yes, but you're risking it. And being that close and messing up, it really can take off your whole team. It can piss off your whole team. So just be safe. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to risk it. Hit him 3 times on round 3. Hit him 3 times on the first pass. You don't have to hit him two times on the second pass. Crota's down. So smooth run. Everybody did perfectly. And hopefully this video has helped you out how to run the sword. And good luck, guys. See you later.